How y'all doing today? I just gonna make a little video here this afternoon. I got to kind of thinking, I was out checking on my plants, being today is Thursday on my day off, and I'm out here working in the garden. One thing I noticed that on some of my herb plants, they were getting really full. For instance, the basil had some really big leaves on it. My cilantro grown real tall, but I didn't really need any basil tonight. I used some yesterday, but I went ahead and went in there and picked all those big leaves off. On basil, I wish I could have started doing this video before I did my pickings, but basil, you've got two small leaves on one side of the cluster, and then you got two larger leaves. Then you have two little bitty ones there in the middle, and you always want to go through and pick those two larger ones off, even if you're not going to use it, because just like with any other plants, their goal is to flower, okay, and seed. And once you get your herbs seeding, they're done. They're not going to taste the same. That's why I had to go ahead and pick all those big basil leaves off there, leave the plant with its new growth on there, and let it grow and spread and still produce that nice new tender basil. Same thing with any other kind of vegetables. Just about, you got to pick your fruit. When your beans produce, you can let them get ripe and everything. You got to go ahead and pick them. So that's kind of what point I was getting at today. I think I've titled this video "No Lazy Man's Garden," and it's really not. If you don't enjoy working outside in the garden and enjoy getting out there, tending to the vegetables, picking the vegetables on a day-to-day basis, at least once every few days, it's really it's not for you. I wouldn't suggest doing it, because what's going to happen is you're going to get real frustrated because your plants either going to get disease or they're going to wilt and die. You're going to be like, why did that happen? Because you're not there maintaining the plants so they'll produce the proper vegetables. Now, I'm not the best in the world at this. I'm fairly new to gardening and stuff like that, but I have learned over the years it really takes a lot of tending to the plants and stuff like that to be able to get a good crop. It's not necessarily like growing flowers, which, now I know that's hard too, but with flower, you just kind of plant there, keep it watered, and you're not really worrying about trimming it and pruning it and all that much. So I just kind of want to do this little video. We ain't going to do another real garden update or anything, because not that much changed. I don't know if you can see over my shoulder a little bit. I've got the beans back there coming up, and you see the squash and peppers and everything behind me. I've got my beans put up some root today, some little twine. I'm going to let those start climbing on my pole beans and my bush beans. They're really coming in, and I'd really like to thank everybody who's given me some advice. Like I said, I'm fairly new to all this gardening and stuff, and there's a lot of guys out there that have channels that have been doing this for years, and I really appreciate all your advice and help, and just want to say thank you to that. And I hope to get back and do some more cooking. I know I did the black-eyed peas and the cornbread the other night. Maybe tonight I'll do something. I don't know. I had to get to the store and get something, since I've got this fresh cilantro laying around, some fresh basil. Anybody wants to give me ideas, that'd be great. Go ahead and get something made. But anyway, just want to give an update. Y'all take care, and I appreciate y'all watching.